Before showing you the table about research of quotes, about the importance of it, so let us see a question which was asked to a great rabbi, by people, and they asked the question, is it allowed to show the truth of Torah or try to rule its truth in different ways, like the words which appear in Torah at equal interval, skip, distance? This is a question was asked by the Rabbi Rabban Fisher, and as we see also that Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, that Tzal agreed with the answer he gave. So the answer was, I was surprised and wondered about such a foolish question. It does not require thought. It is simple. It is a great mitzvah to do it, and every generation, the sages of Israel, who were the expert to answer the atheist, used way appropriate to their generation to prove the truth of Torah. Look at the Tractate Hulim, page 60b. The sages ask, was Moses a hunter? Or did he know all the animals in the world to be able to say that the only one split hoofs are the ones mentioned in Torah? The sages answer, from here, the Torah is from heaven. For only God knows the characteristics of all the animals. Since the facts show that this kind of proof has a great impact to strengthen the faith that Torah is from heaven, it is a great mitzvah for those who occupy themselves in these matters, but they must be on a level to properly deal with this on a scientific basis. They must not be like the people who don't know enough, who spoil instead of rectifying. All those who occupy themselves in these matters will be blessed by God in all blessings, which are for those who help others to be more materials and bring back those who are far away. Their hands should be strengthened. Heaven forbid they should not be discouraged by any pious and righteous arguments, because those who are arguing out of piety don't speak with sense. It is better that they should keep quiet. Blessed will be those who establish words of Torah. And then you have the rabbi who was asked was Rabbi Fisher and Rabbi Shlomo, Rabbi Shlomo Fisher, and this answer was shown to great Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach by it was Doron Witzung and Rips, and Rabbi Auerbach said that he would say the same words. So this is a letter. In fact, the letter originally is in Hebrew with the signatures, exactly with all the words that he said, which was translated. And there you have really the signatures of Rabbi Shlomo Fisher, and then the verse that Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach also agreed with this. So all this really, as you said, brought, and let us see now the table which really showed this. As by the way, as we said, this was, there are ribs, you can see the ribs, and Witzung, both of them, they asked this question, this was the answer that they gave. So this is on Witzung and ribs. So, very important letter, as we said, in Hebrew, and it is translated as you saw. Now let us see what the table tells us about the research of codes. So what we see here is the following. So it is interesting that Professor Ripstein, they looked for the word hacker coding, research of codes. So this is what we saw already. We did the YouTube about this, appearing in the Torah. Then they realized that in the same skip you have a long sentence, Mishe Hakar Kodim. This one who researched codes, Zacha had great merit. So this was the far. Then I tried to see if there are more words here, and then I was amazed to see the word iPhone, as we saw quite a few times in tables, the connecting between the codes and the ephod, like the ephod itself showed through Hebrew letters answers to the questions that were asked. So now we have the codes, the Torah codes. Then I found that also you have the word sofen as the word for code, and also what is known that codes are connected with Kabbalah. You have Kabbalah here. Then, as we saw in many places, that the phenomenon of the codes is part of the time of Mashiach to prepare us to strengthen our faith in Mashiach, in God, in the Torah, and it comes here Mashiach with Kabbalah next to the word Kodim. Then the Ani Hashem, definitely all the idea is to prove that there is a God, I am God, this is Israel. Then what comes here also is very interesting, many in the Torah, also this is the light of the secret, means through the light of those letters, we read secrets. Now it is interesting that you have here the year when it started, which is Tav Shin Lamed Vav, 736. This was the year when Professor Rips heard about it from Mr. Yaniv, and by this he realized, then he came to Doron Witzum telling him about this phenomenon. This was this year, 736, 1976, and then they worked on it, and up till today, we had so many new, interesting, relevant codes. All of them proves that I am God. So, very important question and answer, and one should know that really spread